There's an argument apparently going on within Obama's inner circle even as we speak. Some of his advisors say it would be politically and economically disastrous if those billions of taxpayer dollars in the bailout were just to sit in the vaults of the bank. On the other hand, the Wall Street and the corporate types, according to the press this morning, are pushing back. They say leaving the money in the banks would help stabilize them and prevent a further crisis in the credit market. What do you think?
Well, I think basically that's the most screaming set of self-interested analyses that I can remember. When this thing was passed, they basically had people on television saying that if this bailout doesn't go through, you're not going to be able to get money out of your ATMs. All sorts of dire things were going to happen. And now it turns out that, oh, maybe they weren't expected to spend that money after all. Maybe that was all a great camouflage outfit. Because what they want to do with the money, and seemingly it's okay by a lot of the people involved, is use it for bonuses, for dividends, for sitting around so they feel comfortable, for mergers. It's mind-boggling. They created a panic psychology, which has taken a lot of people's 401ks and savings accounts and pension opportunities and pointed them right toward the toilet. And now they got their bailout, scaring everybody to death. And what do they want to do with it? Nothing.
How do you think the bailout played out in the election results? I mean, I've seen that Putnam, the Republican from Florida who supported the bailout, and even Blunt, the Republican leader in the House who supported the bailout, are stepping down from their party positions. Do you think there's a connection there?
There's a very strong connection. If there's one spot of the election returns that were relatively bright for the Republicans, it was in the House of Representatives. The Republicans didn't lose nearly as many as people thought in the last week or two. And I think it was because of the bailout. I think finally they stood up to Wall Street, which is like the Democrats in earlier days standing up to the unions or standing up to the teachers union. The Republicans stood up to Wall Street, saying that this is no good. And people who took that view survived. And I think the administration really ought to take a look at that, because between the populist Republicans, the progressive Democrats, and the blue dogs who are going to be worried about the budget, they may not be able to get a majority out of the House of Representatives for all the bailouts, which I think they want.